It's Super Wildcard Weekend.
He lost the game, but they did cover. A Bull Bulls on minutes.
Welcome back to the Around the Block Sports Show. We have a special episode today. It's Super Wildcard Weekend.
BC lost the game, but they didn't cover.
Yeah.
Bull.
It's Super Wildcard Weekend. We got a great slate of games here. We got only 8 games, so it is a little depressing. We don't have as much football to watch, but a lot of good games coming up Saturday, Sunday, and a special Monday night special NFL playoff edition. First game, let's jump right into it. It's at 4 today on the day of recording. We got the Raiders going up against the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 6.5.
It's hard to pick against the Bengals in the jungle, but the Raiders played a great game last week against the Chargers. They won by 3. Daniel Carson is a really clutch kicker, but I'm still going to go with Jamar Chase. He's going to have a ginormous game, and the Bengals will go to Nashville next weekend. I got the Bengals by 14.
Wait. So I think you're confused, though. So generally, the lowest seed that makes it ends up going to the number 1 seed.
Yeah, so the Bills, Chiefs, and Bengals.
So when the Patriots win, they're heading to Nashville. Yeah, I thought you were going to take the Raiders. I was going to say that you made my decision very easy. I have to go with the Bengals as well. I think it's the clear favorite here. That when they play good games, they are really good, but when they play bad games, they kind of suck. So if they get it rolling, you're looking at a 40-50 plus point day against that Raiders team that's coming off a heartbreaking loss for the Chargers and a heartbreaking win for the Steelers. Next, we got 2 division rivals.
This might be the game of the week.
Possibly the game of the week. We don't know. It's going to be Bills-Patriots. Spread 3.5.
So the spread is bigger than the temperature will be at game time.
That is correct.
I'm going to go with the Bills at home because I don't like picking the Patriots, but I also think Mac Jones, he's going to get a little rattled. Last time he played in the cold, windy Buffalo, he only had like 30 yards. And I don't think the Patriots' run offense is going to do as much as they did on that Monday night. I got the Bills by 7.
I can confirm that he did not have 30 yards, but it was the elements. It was not cold. It was the wind. You should have seen the punters, all-star Jake Bailey. He's a superstar. We all know he's a superstar in the league. Even he was having a rough time punting. The ball was flying everywhere. And, when you have that type of prolific player just, not performing for the Patriots, clearly there's something wrong. You have to understand that. Next. Oh, I didn't pick. Patriots, obviously. Yeah. What do I say about that? I don't know. Got my boy Nikhil.
He might be a healthy scratch.
He might be a healthy scratch this week, but guess what? We're gonna bring up Wilkerson, the 2-touchdown monster, and
against the Jacksonville team that knocked out a playoff team.
That is true. But the Colts did beat the Pats, so there is a weird circle forming here. Next game. Eagles, Bucks. 8.5 point spread in favor of the Bucks.
I think the Bucks are going to roll away with this one in the first quarter. This is going to be the worst game of the postseason. I don't think the Eagles can hang Jalen Hurts. He's not elite, but they do have Boston Scott. He might score a couple touchdowns. But I do think the Bucks win this one by about 17.
Yeah, Bucks. Yeah, the Eagles just I think all 9 of their wins are against under 500 teams, so everyone's the rebuild has been accelerated. It's your schedule is easy. Cowboys, 49ers. The Cowboys are favored by 3.5.
The 49ers are that team. They're really good on the road, and they're really hot coming into the playoffs. I'm going to go with the 49ers, upset win in Jerry's world.
Wow. Making my life easy. I'm going to have to go with the Cowboys here. Dak, he's top 5 in passing yards, and he's been lighting it up all year. A little bit slower now, we'll say, but you just gotta feed Zeke. You gotta stir the pot. You gotta feed Zeke a little bit, and then they're gonna ride their way to a dub, or feed Tony Pollard Middle School. Next, Eagles, Bucks. Oh wait, no, that's the same game.
They're having a 2-part series of that game.
Yeah. Okay. So I lied. I said 8 games at the beginning. It's only 6. Next games. We have the Steelers, Chiefs. ginormous spread. The spread is 12.5. We're picking against the spread here, not money line, obviously. What do we have on this one?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. I think the Steelers are going to cover. It's tough to pick 12.5 on a primetime game. It almost feels like the NFL stages those primetime games because they're always close. I'm going to go with the Chiefs by 10.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs here. I think I've said this probably 4 episodes in a row now. It's
the fourth quarter.
It's a 7-point game. The Steelers, they're trying to fight back, but if you're a fan and you turn on the game, you're like, oh, it's a 7-point game, and you click on, but then you're like, oh, the Chiefs have the ball. So then they go and they score, and then it's 14, and then that's the easiest big point spread cover of your life, because 12.5 is huge, but if you're at 7, it's a 1-score game, and then you score a touchdown, that's 14. So I don't know. Yep. And then this could be the game of the week. This one is damn good. We got the Cardinals going up against the Rams. Rams are 4.5-point favorites.
Picking against the Cardinals on the road is tough, but I'm going to because the Rams are my Super Bowl team. They're my ride or die team. I'm going with the Rams by 7, so they barely cover. Matt Stafford is a rough first half, but they come back and win it in the second half. Kyler Murray, he's on all game, but their defense just can't seem to get a stop where they need it.
I'm going to have to go with the Cardinals here. I think they were hot all season. They lost Kyler. People kind of started doubting them. He called out the haters, and he came back Baker Mayfield style. 11-6, they lost the division to the Rams, but guess what? Odell is overrated. Matt Stafford's throwing picks these days, and guess what? Cooper Kupp, he's a hard-working, gritty dude. So, all in all, the Cardinals are going to pull out the win.
Interesting.
So your Super Bowl pick, we said, is the Rams
and the Bengals.
And the Bengals.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough one. I said they're losing in the first round, so who knows? Anything could happen. But what's the most likely upset in these games?
I'm probably gonna have to go with the Patriots over the Bills because I just can't see the Raiders winning in the jungle. It's a jungle.
It's the jungle.
I cannot.
It's Jamar Chase.
I cannot.
He can't catch a football. He doesn't know how to catch, which is kind of whack.
I cannot see the Eagles winning in Tampa Bay. I can see the 49ers winning, but that's less of an upset than the Patriots over the Bills. No way the Steelers win in Arrowhead, and Cardinals-Rams is kind of like a pick'em game, so I don't think that's much of an upset. But I think the Patriots, they can go into Buffalo and get the win. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it could happen.
They play well in the elements. Come on.
It's hard to pick against Bill Belichick in the playoffs.
It's the Patriots.
They just didn't execute last week.
They didn't. They
didn't play well in all 4 phases of the game.
They didn't. They didn't have Nikhil out there. It was rough. He's kind of a focal point of their team. First round pick, close in pick to Pro Bowl running back Deebo Samuel. Yeah.
I have a prediction.
Please.
What mask do you think Bill Belichick will be wearing in his press conference?
In the press conference.
We've already seen the Croatia and the Baltimore flag.
I'm gonna have to go with it's gonna be a college football
for Wesley.
No, a college football tribute. He's gonna be wearing a PlayStation Dorito Chip Fiesta Bowl mask. What do you think?
I was thinking John Madden because it's fitting with the times, and you love John Madden. He just coached well in all 4 phases of the game.
Yeah, he was really gritty.
And I think after a tough loss in Buffalo, he's not going to want to talk to the media. His John Madden thing's going to be going like this on his mouth, and it's going to be a fun sight for the reporters.
That's going to be a great one, I will say, and I'm expecting a lot of we're on to Cincinnati's because hopefully they could be moving on in this. So that's going to wrap it up. Those are our super wildcard weekend picks.
We'll see you for Mega Divisional Weekend.